Into the harpoon?
What do you know about planes?
I know a lot about planes.
Buckle in, dude. It's gonna suck.
Put your hand on the screen.
How did they find out? Who was the one?
This show has gotten infinitely more gay.
The mystical land of New Jersey.
I don't understand how the laws in this country work anymore.
Welcome to the Rebel Radio Show, live, uncut and uncensored on WSRR Radio, coming to you from the Soft Serve Studios. To my right is Shaney.
Hey, everyone.
On the board's Jules.
Howdy.
To my left is the Pidge.
I'm a pigeon.
I am a pigeon. No, I'm not a really comfortable chair, nor Brendan Fraser. I'm radio's Rebel DJ style.
Damn it.
Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show, 216-859-8699. What's that?
Call us. Or text us.
I mean, that's just the number.
Or
that's the number.
That's
I'm
really
still
all that
stuck.
you can
I'm still
do.
hung up on Fraser in the chair.
Yeah, I wrote an article 4 years ago called 4 Photos That'll Make You Say, That's Not Brendan Fraser. That's a really comfortable chair.
And I mean, in all honesty, as an avid reader, when you look at those,
They look identical.
you can't tell apart.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
chair
it's a
and-
little harder now because he's gotten in better shape, but...
Anytime I sit down, I'm like, Brendan!
And he's like, ah!
Yeah.
And they go, watch out for that tree.
Yeah.
We talked about George in the Jungle for like 30 minutes before the fucking show started.
30 minutes.
30, honestly,
34,
maybe
maybe
30.
maybe 38 minutes.
Felt like 30 hours. Felt like 30 years.
I wish it
More
was
like
30
30
minutes.
seconds to Mars, am I right? Because we're talking about Jared Leto.
We're just not, though. Like, that's the thing. The problem with that intro, the problem with that segue and intro to
Yeah,
the topic is
yeah.
that it's wrong on all accounts.
Give me a better segue then.
We're talking about murders?
Hell yeah. We
Yeah,
We actually are talking about murders.
This is a true crime podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to True Crime Radio, WSRR, the Star.
We could do true
The
crime.
knife.
That's like the one thing we don't do.
We could befriend a criminal and then just follow their crimes.
Just talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about that crime you did,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah. Truthfully, tell me
Truthfully,
about.
did you commit that crime?
Tell me about
detail.
all of your crimes. I
No.
think it would work.
So we in October in conspiracy series.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking a
do
little
that.
Yiddish there.
Yeah.
In October for conspiracy theory season,
Mm-hmm.
we talked about government cover-ups and psyops.
Yes.
And two of the major ones we talked about. You all right over there?
Dude, Pidge can't handle these government cover-ups.
No, it's just the
He's
Yiddish.
laughing in the face of the government.
He's laughing in the face of all our Yiddish
It's
listeners.
the Yiddish, yeah.
It's a Yiddish thing. You wouldn't understand.
True.
You said something really funny.
I did. If you speak Yiddish out there, 216-859-8699. Send me a little bit of it. But no, in October we talked about government conspiracies and cover-ups, and two of the big ones being JFK and MLK.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I think we did a whole show before about JFK's assassination and how nothing about it lines up.
Yeah.
There's no way a bullet makes that path. It's never been able to be recreated.
There has to be a second shooter.
Yeah, there has to be at least a second shooter, and like I don't know, everything about it is wrong.
Yeah.
And then Jules brought up the MLK assassination this past year for October,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so much inconsistency with
The trees.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was one that just, sorry to kind of
Yeah,
run
no,
off
you're
on a
good.
tangent. I didn't realize how much of a conspiracy that
Yeah,
one
it's not talked about.
was. I just thought it was kind of cut and dry, like,
That's why I
'Cause-
was so adamant about
yeah.
bringing it.
And
in
it was a really good
October.
one. It's
It
a
was
really,
George-
like, insightful one.
It
you
was
know?
George of the Jungle.
It was not George
It
of
was
the Jungle.
trees.
He
It's
did it.
got to do with the
He was
trees.
in the trees. They're in the trees.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a tree in front of the window that they said the shooter was supposed to be in, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Overnight.
overnight, that tree was cut down by the city
Yes.
to make it a viable place for the shooter to
Yeah.
have been.
Yes. However, multiple people witnessed a shooter in the bushes in front of that building.
Yeah.
But none of these witnesses were credible. Also, the family sued the government.
And won.
Yeah.
And won.
Yeah.
The family sued the government and won, and it's been an ongoing thing.
That one was really like.
You don't learn that. But
Yeah.
why?
Right.
Well, it was very similar too to the MLK thing.
Well, this is the MLK
Oh, this
thing.
is okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screen. There's JFK on it.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I keep
yeah.
getting confused. Okay, I was okay.
Well, so the
So
reason
I'm
we
so
brought
mixed
this up is last week was Martin Luther King Day,
Yeah.
and we had a guest on. We had Idle Black on, so we didn't get a chance to actually get into.
Which shout out Idle and Black.
Yeah, shout
Thanks
out
for
Idle
coming on.
Black. So we didn't actually get a chance to get into MLK Day, but the reason that, other than it being MLK Day, that we wanted to bring this up was we had a listener submit a new piece that we didn't find during our MLK investigation of a letter that was written to Martin Luther King Jr. This is from the federal government. No one knows who the person who wrote it is, but it was received the day before the assassination.
Is it not like is it not named on there? It
No,
doesn't just open with
there's
the-
no name.
Interesting.
Is there
okay.
any like header or anything?
Yeah, that's kind of my
it's
question.
just
I guess.
it's a letter that says King to start to,
Okay.
and I'll tell you why it's not Martin Luther King
Yeah,
in this,
okay.
in here. But I'm going to read this, and then we're going to get into the connecting piece here in a minute. But the letter reads, King, in view of your low-grade, abnormal personal behavior, I will not dignify your name with either Mr. or Reverend and a doctor, and your last name calls to mind the only type of king, such as King Henry VIII, and his countless acts of adultery and immoral conduct lower than that of a beast. King, look into your heart. You know you are a complete fraud and a great liability, all of us. I'm not going to say that word. Black folk. White people in this country have had enough frauds of their own, but I'm sure they don't want one this time that is as near as poor of equal as you. You are no clergy, and you know it. I repeat, you are a colossal fraud and an evil, vicious one at that. You could not believe in God and act as you do. Clearly, you don't believe in any personal or moral principles. King, like all frauds, your end is approaching. You could have been our greatest leader. You could have even at an early age, have turned out to be not the leader, but a dissolute, abmoral imbecile. We will now have to depend on our old leaders, like Wilkins. Wilkins? A man of character, and thank God we have others like him. But you are done. Your honorary degrees, your Nobel Prize, what a grim farce, and other awards will not save you. King, I repeat, you are done. No person can overcome facts, not even a fraud like yourself. Lend your sexual, psychotic ear to the enclosed. You will find yourself in all of your dirt, filth, and evil moronic talks exposed for all the record of all time. I repeat, no person can argue successfully against the facts. You are finished. You will find companions, male, female, give you expression to your hideous abnormalities, and some of them to pretend to be ministers of hideous abominations. Satan could do no more. What our incredible evilness is that all of the record, your sexual orgies. Listen to yourself, you filthy abnormal animal. You are on record. You have been on record all of your adulterous acts, all of your sexual immoralities, orgies, extending far into the past. This one is but a tiny sample. You will understand this, yes, your various evil platforms on this East Coast. There's a redacted section here. And others on the West Coast and the outside of the country will be on record. King, you are done. The American public, the church organizations that you have been helping, Protestant, Catholic, and Jews will all know you for what you are, an evil, abnormal beast. So will others that backed you. You are done. King, there is only one thing left for you to do. You know what it is. You have just 34 days in which to do this. This exact number has been selected for a specific reason, and it is definite, punctual, and significant. You are done. There is but one way out for you, and you better take it before your filthy, abominable, fraudulent self is bare to the nation.
And that is a direct quote from...
We don't know.
We don't know. Just somebody.
But it
that
was
letter-
addressed
sent
to
a
Martin
letter
Luther
to Martin
King.
Luther King Jr. Oh,
How
he sounded rather serious.
Yeah.
was that released or
To my knowledge, this has been public record for a couple years. And from the information that I received from the listener who sent this in,
Right.
it was received by the federal government the day before the MLK assassination.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It was received by the government, so I'm assuming then after the assassination, the government came in and then they saw a letter coming to the house, or
And, yeah,
beforehand. He didn't check
disclosed
the
it.
mail and it was there.
Right.
Right.
Mm.
Which, the reason we're talking about this is as of, what is today, the 27th of January?
Mhm.
Yep.
A couple days ago, President Trump just signed an executive order that says the federal government must disclose the MLK and JFK assassination detail from the CIA to the public. Which, when we talked about the JFK assassination, it was supposed to be done like
Yeah.
6 years ago, something like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they were supposed to have been declassified.
Yeah.
So it says here, within 45 days of this order, or within 45 days of the date of this order, the Director of National Intelligence and the Attorney General shall, in coordination with the Assistant to the President of National Security Affairs and the Counsel to the President, review records related to the assassination of Senator Robert F. Kennedy and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and present a plan to the President for a full and complete release of these records.
Good.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's got to be something up. And I mean, we talked about this with MLK and JFK when we talked about them respectively. Why would these be disclosed, number one, or why
Mhm.
would these be undisclosed for so long? Why would the JFK documentation that was supposed to become public information be withheld from the public if there wasn't some kind of government involvement, if there wasn't some
Right.
kind of cover-up? What would it hurt the public to know what we've been told, right?
Here's the thing. I feel like this is about to go through like a big vetting system before
Probably.
it
Yeah.
actually gets released to the public. 'Cause it
There's going to
says-
be some blacked out sections.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know the legality with redacting things
Right,
in there, but we can
probably-
assume there's going to be a decent bit.
probably
Maybe a
super
rewrite.
legal. There's probably going to be a lot of redaction because within 45 days of the date of this order, the Director of National Intelligence and the Attorney General shall, in coordination with the Assistant to the President for National Security Affairs and the Counsel to the President, review records related to the assassination.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
going to go through.
Review process
Yeah,
first.
it's going to go through a big review process first. So
They're going to read them all page by page
that
in a
would
big circle.
probably, in my if I'm to take a stab, that's anything that's government related of like, oh, the CIA actually did this is whoosh, big black line right through it.
For the next 45 days, it's
Yeah.
government book club.
Yeah, right.
Well, and I think the interesting part
your-
of it to me is you
Get
got to
your black
assume
Sharpies out. We're about to
Mhm.
redact.
Yeah. you got to assume for the most part the people reviewing this probably weren't in this position during the assassinations.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how many of these people are seeing this for the first time within the government
Right.
and learning these events the first time within the government
Right.
and then deciding what do we want to disclose,
Yeah,
what will
right.
incriminate us, even though we
Right.
weren't part of this administration.
That's super.
Yeah.
'Cause
Super
then-
interesting.
Yeah, because then you can talk about like the psyche of like, well, what did they want the perception to be?
Yeah.
Is like, do they want the perception to be clear as day of like, yeah, okay, the CIA totally did like everything that you thought is true.
Mm-hmm.
We're just letting it all out. What you knew was true,
Airing
and
their
then
grievances
right,
type
and,
shit.
and then it's like kind of almost like another UFO thing,
Right.
where we already know all of this shit, and you're just kind of confirming our beliefs.
I guess
right?
that's the question. Has enough time passed from JFK and from MLK's assassinations that the American public could look at these documents and, assumingly, documents that reveal the government had some implication in this, had some factor in this, and go, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense, and we'd be cool with it, just like we did with UFOs, and just like they did with MK Ultra.
I was about to say with UFOs, how recently they came out with the documents saying like, "Hey, these are some documents
Yeah.
that we have," and the public was like, "Oh, word,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
cool." And now they're gonna try to do this with the assassinations of federal or officials.
I
And it's just, do you think it's gonna be the same reaction where they're just gonna be like, oh, "Okay, I think so." I think they
Yeah.
might. I
You
don't
think
know.
it's going to blow over?
yeah.
I think it might blow over. I don't want to get too theoretical or anything, but I don't know. Might be a test of just how much the younger generations on social media actually care
no, yeah,
about
that's
it.
exactly
How much like it's brain rotted. Everything's been brain
Yeah.
rotted.
Well, that goes into like, basically, my point with this is I think that we're late. Or my thoughts is I feel like we're too lazy to do anything. I
Mhm.
think that we're like look at like the riots in France over
Sure.
like small government issues,
Yeah.
really small tiddlywink shit in our eyes,
Yeah.
and I think that's because we're very like I don't know. We're lazy as a people, I feel.
I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting factors at play in the near
Yeah.
future. 216-859-8699. Let me know what you think's going on with the federal government and these assassination cover-ups.
Show.
You Uba Tuba son of a bitch.
Uba tuba piece of shit. You're a stinky rope.
Clip that.
Hey, that reminds me. The thing you were saying during break,
Yeah.
it reminds me about SynergyMusicStudio.com.
Oh, yeah.
I know you were talking about the fact that you wanted to get into music more, and
Yeah.
you were talking about a place that you can mix, master, and record all in one place.
I was.
Synergy Music Studio, based out of Chicago, Illinois, can do all of that for you. And the best part is, even if you're not in Chicago, you can take advantage of their reamping service.
Okay.
So you can send in those tracks of yours that,
Yeah.
and no, this is just a you thing. I know they sound
No, I
like
know.
shit.
Yeah.
You record them on your iPhone 5C in your closet.
It's just me screaming. low tone screaming.
I told you that's not what Mongolian throat singing is, by the way.
Like it's almost is almost extended grunting.
It sounds painful.
It hurts me.
Regardless, you can make it sound better and cleaned up with Synergy's reamping service. Go to synergymusicstudio.com to see your service needs today. They work specifically to each artist's needs. Once again, synergymusicstudio.com, proud supporter of WSRR Radio. 216-859-8699. If you're watching along on a Monday live, you can join the YouTube simulcast as well and get video with your audio. And if you're watching on the YouTube simulcast, I want to know if you're also watching something else on your phone
Yeah.
while you watch on the YouTube simulcast.
Yeah. What else are you watching? What's
Yeah,
on that second screen? What else? What's the other thing?
What are you watching to while you're listening right now?
You got Subway Surfers playing under us right now?
Oh, dude.
That kind of
get-
be sick.
We'd have to
Where-
call Jake for the brain rot
Yeah.
there.
Hey, that's the plan. I can Mongolian throat sing. I'll do it right now.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, hit some.
There it is.
Thanks.
No,
You're
That's
welcome,
good.
man.
Sorry to all our Mongolian listeners.
If I actually had to fart, that'd be way funnier.
Second screens. Sorry,
I
the
have.
farting took me off of it.
I have a DS,
Do you know what the DS stands for?
digital system.
Yes, it does. Don't fuck you.
Dakota Sahara.
Stands for dope system, dude.
Dakota South.
Double screen.
Yeah, it's the
Sound-
formal name. It's their legal name.
Yes, the Nintendo Dakota South. Obviously, dual screen, right? Isn't that actually what the DS stands for? Dual screen.
Dual s-
I thought it stood for
um,
Dick SpongeBob. But
I thought it was Dick Sporting Goods.
Hey,
I thought it was a
yo.
crossover collab.
Hey, yo.
Dual screens. Netflix is intentionally making shows that are less thick in plot, easier to follow, so you can be on a second screen while you watch it. It's essentially TV intended to be background noise.
It's developer system. That's
I'm
the
not-
DS.
Not buying it.
It's developer system. That's what AI and
Dual
Google
screen.
told me.
Oh,
So
no, it's
oh,
dual screen.
I
Yeah.
thought it was deviled salad.
I thought it was double Singapore.
Oh God!
One is worse enough.
216-859-8699.
If you're from Singapore,
What does the DS stand for?
what's it
Nintendo
stand for in
DS?
Singapore?
Oh God!
Or
Yeah.
South Dakota?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But no, Netflix is making TV shows that are intentionally lacking in plot and substance, so you can be on a second screen while the show is on, because that is the way of the future, apparently, according to Netflix.
Makes me so
Family Guy funny moments while I'm watching Saving Private Ryan. Let make it happen.
It makes me so sad. Like,
Make
it
it
makes me
happen.
so
I
genuinely
want
upset.
Subway Surfers while I watch my middle-aged smut movies that are up there now.
You know you do it.
They're
though.
taking off Breaking Bad so they can do it.
in 2 years.
Yeah.
In 2 years.
I don't know if it's just me getting older, but I feel like I have felt continually over the last maybe a little bit more than 5 years, 6, 7 years, that I just don't like new content.
Yes.
New TV shows, new movies,
Yeah.
new music. It all just, there's not I was having a conversation with my friend about it of I don't know a new artist that I'm hyped about, and maybe that's a little bit straying for people because music is for every, but and again, I could be getting older, but also, are they dumbing things down? Are people just getting dumber and not making things, or are people who are making things making them dumber? So then I feel like what is new content is really just watered down bullshit.
Well, a lot of new content's just rehashed content too, and
Yeah.
I don't care.
But then it's is that the other thing? Am I just getting older, and so I feel like
You are.
the things of my childhood or my youth or
They're
what
just
is
remaking.
Yeah, right.
You're getting older. You look old.
I
Is what
know.
I'm telling you.
I know.
But no, I completely agree.
Public Shane diss. There we go.
I think, and I do think, unfortunately, this is a good move
Yeah,
because I think a lot of people are second screening all of the time.
Yeah, and that sucks. But you're totally right.
They're gonna make money from it, but I mean, I don't. Yeah,
It's just one of those things where
they're gonna make money from it.
are
They
we
make a
gonna
lot of money?
are we gonna revert back to normal high brain
No high brain.
high brain, high intellect TV shows, and
No.
then we'll watch shows from this era and be like, why was it so dumb?
Do you think it's gonna be a
Maybe.
stock a crash, like a stock market crash, where
It's
it's
gonna
gonna be
plummet.
double screen, and then people are gonna be like, "What? I just want to go back."
Yeah, I
to-
just want one screen.
Yeah,
The
Probably.
2028 TV crisis.
yeah.
Right.
I bet. We'll be reading articles in like 5 years about TV is too dumb nowadays. We need smarter television.
We're at the point. Well, hang on. 'cause
And then
maybe,
AI will write smarter
Yeah.
television.
maybe this is just your point that you were making. Is we're at the point now where the previous generations said, "Well, TV is just dumb now." TV is just dumb now.
Yeah, and so then they're just making it dumber than it already is.
Yeah,
That's what
But-
DS stands for.
dumb,
Dumb now.
dumb stuff.
Dumb stuff.
But no, but the difference is Netflix is actually coming out and saying that we're dialing back on content
Yeah,
in
right.
the show so you can do something else while this is on.
And I wonder what that's going to look like. Like, if you are fully intently watching one of those shows, are there
Yeah.
just going to be, like, weird breaks in dialogue or something like that? Or, like, a scene transition, but it's really long? Like, the transition is, like,
Yeah.
a 5-minute transition?
Well, so I know you started this off as a joke, the whole Subway Surfer like bottom screen thing.
Mhm.
But have you seen they have TVs now that they're in beta? You can buy them where there's an ad playing the whole time, but it's a separate screen that is attached to your TV. So you have your TV, and then there's a screen that sits under your TV, a small screen, the full length
Yeah.
of your TV that just constantly plays ads. So you never see commercials through the TV,
That's
but they
crazy.
are always on the bottom bar of your TV.
This
Which I looked at and went, I'd buy that because I'd figure out a way to detach that fucking
I don't
bar
know. Yeah, I mean, probably
or
people
hide
will,
it behind something.
Yeah, people will, like, you literally, like, put a black
Right.
masking tape over it, and
But
you
when
wouldn't see it.
when do we get to the point of we're doing the whole Subway Surfer video thing on a TV, where on the top of your TV you can watch one show, and on the bottom of the TV you can have a podcast going?
Soon, if not now, because, I mean, look at,
It's just picture in picture.
like, iPad kids already are doing that shit. They're already
Yeah, that's fair.
watching video. Like, we have a joke about it on our Instagram of,
Yeah,
like,
we do.
like, we look at it as a meme, but
Yeah.
there are kids who are 8 years younger than us, 10 years younger than us. That's the only way that they can intake content.
They have websites that you can put a college book into, and it will make that brain rot. Like
I've
with
seen that.
What?
I've seen that. It's a certain website, yeah, where it's just what Jules said. It's an app, and you will put in like, read this lecture or whatever in the same format as one of the brain rot TikTok videos, and it will have Subway Surfers playing with that AI voice,
That's so
with the
crazy.
captions going, and it's just your lecture.
That's
It's-
so crazy.
Yeah,
Well, and to break the fourth wall here a little bit, to break the walls down,
Sure.
Chris Jericho in the studio.
Yeah, buddy.
To break the walls down, you talked about the spoof brain rot video we have that Jake Underwood made.
Yeah.
That is our most viewed video by far
Yeah.
on all platforms.
No
On
way.
YouTube, on Instagram. Yeah, it is our most viewed
Yeah.
video by far, is this 1 minute short of Subway Surfer or I think it's Minecraft
It's
actually,
Minecraft,
talking about how WSR radio cured your ED. That is our most viewed content
I
of
was-
all platforms.
I was watching this.
We're that bad.
We're
it really,
curing ED
it-
everywhere.
Yeah.
we're,
We're not great at radio, but we are curing ED.
hell yeah.
Jake is
finally.
the foundation at which this rock was built.
I was watching a Shark Tank about these three.
What were you
guys,
watching while you were watching the Shark Tank? Sorry to cut you off. What was on your phone? Okay.
Subway Surfers, obviously. It's my favorite.
Sorry, my bad.
No, I was watching a Shark Tank, and it was an interview with these guys who were on a Shark Tank, and their business was, it was like a summer school for kids who were addicted to their phones and their iPads, but it taught them how to like video edit or like create maps in Fortnite, like UEFN,
Mhm. Yeah.
how to be a coder or something, like use their brain
How to use
rot.
the engine, yeah.
Yeah, like use their stuck on screen to their advantage, essentially. And they said that there was a lot of kids who like legitimately couldn't learn, who like the parents were looking for something like them, sought out this company, and like the kids couldn't learn if they didn't have something else with them. Like it
No
was physically
way.
impossible for them. Yeah, and it was just like three guys who were like our age who had this company, and they had to be the initial teachers. And so the guy that I was watching interviewing them was like, were there kids that were actually unteachable? Like, is it actually that bad now? And the creators were like, like there were definitely kids who had to have like the joke of Subway
Yeah.
Surfers like on their screen below them to actually learn, but
They're-
those kids still learned.
They're
So
definitely not unteachable because you just take it away from them for a week and then they cry it out and then you just do something. That's like, I honestly think you just have to like cold
Is-
turkey them from it.
Is
and then
that
we'll-
how it works?
I-
though?
But I
would
guess
think-
it depends on how
yeah,
long
because
they've been
a-
doing that.
if a
though,
kid
right?
if a kid starts at 3 to 5 on their iPad and then you take it away for 1 week,
they're
that
gonna bitch and complain for a while, and then they
Maybe.
got to figure out how to do it.
maybe. I
again.
mean, listen, I don't disagree with the sentiment. I think that the
Yeah.
psychology might be a little bit impactful, though.
oh, it'll definitely be harmful to their brain, but it's just like I feel like something like that can just be hard reset.
I think
I don't know.
ethically this is a questionable idea. However, I would be interested to see if you took a certain demographic and say like maybe algebra, right?
Mhm.
6th grade algebra, and you gave them 5 weeks of algebra, and then gave them 5 weeks of algebra with Subway Surfer on another screen. How well they'd do.
Right.
216-859-8699. What are you watching while you're listening?
To the Rebel Radio Show. Legal in 47 states.
Sorry, I was talking about Peggle during the break and got distracted.
Can't help it, man. It's those second screens.
I was busy watching my second screen.
We need them. We need them to live.
There is a good version of that. Like, it doesn't all have to be bad brain rot mobile apps.
Mm-hmm.
I often find myself like when I'm watching TV or something. You know how you
Mhm.
just doom scroll a little bit, right?
Mhm.
I often find myself watching Hellbender Vinyl's Instagram because they show you the process in which they
Oh.
make the vinyl records. So they show you like how they get the color in there, how they make the pattern in there, they roll it,
Yeah.
they press it, they cut it. It's a really cool process, and better yet, it's great for all local independent artists to make your next album release something more than a bunch of ones and zeros floating around online. Don't be one of those things that people are looking at a second screen because of. Make your album stand out with hellbendervinyl.com. They're hellbent on quality, hellbent on surface, hellbendervinyl.com. And if you really want to stand out for your next show or even going to your next party, go to genericclothes.com. Pick up a shirt that says shirt, sports team, political statement, or any of their wide variety. You can even get one that says local radio station based off WSRR Radio. They're a proud supporter of independent and local music. Genericclothes.com. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point. Let's get to the point of this.
Yeah. Let's make them pay.
Let's make them pay.
Finally.
Welcome to the Make Them Pay segment of the show.
Finally.
At
we're making
WSR
them
Radio
pay.
on Venmo.
Pay us.
We're talking about Misney.
Yeah, Tim Misney is a name that is said with reverence.
Yeah,
around
buddy,
these,
with
these
revere.
hallowed
In
halls.
these
Yeah.
parts of Cleveland
Yeah.
and the Ohio,
In all
the
parts
whole
of
Ohio,
in
and
Northeast
all of
Ohio. Yeah.
So
For-
those of you who aren't in Ohio, prepare for a wild roller coaster of lore here with lawyer Tim Misney.
Look him
yeah,
up.
former lawyer.
You got to look him up while we're talking about this, so you have your second screen.
Yeah.
So just
Second
look it up.
screen, look up Tim Misney. Tim Misney, Timothy P. Misney, actually, is a lawyer in Ohio.
Stands for
Mhm.
poop.
Does not stand for poop.
Yes, it does.
Stands for digital system. Tim Misney is a lawyer in Ohio who got famous, like a cultural icon here,
Mhm.
for his slogan, I make them pay.
It is Agent 47 looking face.
He looks exactly like Agent 47, does the whole people's eyebrow thing in a point,
Yeah.
and his whole thing is I'll make them pay, right? And if you're a law firm, especially a local law firm, that's a great little tagline.
Yeah.
I'm Tim Misney, I'll make them pay.
Right.
Then it started getting billboard traction
Yeah, he did.
because it wasn't like call J&Q Law Firm if you're hurting a car. It was literally just a white billboard, picture of Tim Misney pointing, bald man pointing, and it says make them pay.
Yeah,
White
buddy.
background.
Make them pay.
And sometimes it doesn't even say that. It
Yeah,
just
sometimes
has
it's
him
just
there.
him.
Yeah.
It's just him.
He does this eyebrow thing. He does the one eyebrow
He does the people's
raise.
eyebrow,
He
yeah.
does the people's eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To which the lore progresses past the billboard that says make them pay, because then once that caught fire in Ohio,
Yeah.
he no longer had to tell you what he does.
Like the river.
Like the river
Yeah,
that catches
buddy.
on fire.
Yeah,
Tim
buddy.
Misney is this generation's pollution.
Hell yeah.
Tim Misney then got such an ego that he no longer will tell you he makes them pay. No, his billboard said, "You know what I do,"
You
Yeah,
know
buddy.
what I do.
Yeah,
yes,
buddy.
we do actually, and we do.
and we do.
I'm just reading here. In 2009, he legally trademarked the phrase "I'll make them pay."
There's no way.
It's
Yeah.
trademarked.
Yeah.
TM with
Are
the
we
circle.
gonna
dude?
get fucking cease and desist for saying I'll make them pay?
I don't know.
TM with the circle.
Maybe.
This is advertising.
It's acapella.
It's
Yeah.
we're talking fella.
Tim. The TM stands for digital system.
Yes, true. This is insane. So, fast forward a couple more years now. No longer do the billboards say "You know what I do." It is just a large zoomed picture of his face,
Hell
of
yeah.
his eyes and eyebrow looming over the city,
Mhm.
Gatsby-esque.
Yeah, very Gatsby
Yes.
style of him. I do love that.
And there's been spin-offs. There's been like him in a gold suit for New Year's.
Mhm.
It's just
He's done
pictures of him.
He's done themed ones,
Yeah.
different holidays.
He has a Mount Rushmore one right now.
Yeah.
And very rarely is there text on them anymore.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just photos of Tim Misney on billboards.
No
Yeah.
words.
This local lawyer from Cleveland just plastering his face all over the city.
And he's been around since I think the 90s. Before
Since
the
billboards.
90s, since
He's
billboards.
been making them pay for a long, long time.
To the point where I'm convinced that he does not care about his law firm at all. I feel like he's off on side quests.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't. So I looked into it a little bit like a while ago. He doesn't actually like represent clients
doesn't
anymore
make
for
them
his
pay.
law firm. Yeah, he doesn't actually make them pay. He just owns the firm, or like
Interesting.
he like represents the firm, and so then you would contact Misney's law firm.
Tim Misney law firm.
Yeah, and then they would give you a lawyer, one of their
Imagine
lawyers.
going to law school for 8 to 10 years, something like that, and you take
it's
your
8.
tests and everything, and then you just you study and you shadow lawyers and all that, and do all these court cases. You put people to jail, but you're working for Tim.
How many
And then
people-
you're like, you know what? I'm gonna apply for this guy.
I'd be proud.
I think
How many people is Tim Misny incarcerated?
A lot, probably.
I
He's
think
probably made a
what's his
lot of people
KD?
pay.
this. What is his KD?
Can
Let me
you
see?
Yeah, can we find Tim
I'm looking
Misny's
up-
KD?
I'm looking up his. Okay.
Is he a good lawyer?
Isn't he just like an injury lawyer?
I think so.
So he wouldn't put people in jail.
I don't know, man.
He would just make them pay.
That is, I guess that is fair. He doesn't say I'll send them to jail. He says I'll make them pay. I guess that's a valid argument.
The family currently resides on the 55-acre woodland estate called Misneyland.
That's
Oh my
not
That's
God.
fucking
incredible.
true.
That's so
not
awesome,
fucking true.
dude. Yes,
Yes, it
I hope
is.
it is.
It is.
I hope it is.
He has a fucking
A
plantation
Misneyland?
called Misneyland.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a plantation, but I don't know about all that. All right.
Sorry, Woodland Estate.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
yeah.
plantation to me, Chief.
Hey, jeez, I don't know about all that. It sounds like Misneyland to me.
Oh, they do a lot of high price settlements. They'll do this one's $45.2 million or it's 42.5, and this one's
Wow.
2.1 million drug settlement.
So Tim
Um,
Misney's like the guy you slip on some pee-pee at Walmart. He's the one you call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll make him.
We're not sponsored by Tim Misney.
But
we'd
we like to be.
Hell yeah.
Take me to Misneyland. I want to go there.
Dude,
Walk
live-
through your doors.
live show from
ride on your
Disneyland.
rides.
That'd be sick.
Speaking of live show, the reason that we're really talking about Tim Misney today.
Yeah.
Tim Misney is hosting essentially an emo night on March 29th.
Metalhead. Metal
Me- sorry,
Fest.
Metal Fest, yes.
It's called the Misney Metal Fest.
It's going to rival incarceration.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge. I feel like it's actually
is.
going to be a huge event.
It's at the 5 o'clock Lounge in Lakewood, and a lot of our bands play there.
in Lakewood.
Yeah, but Misney is hosting Misney's Metal Fest
Hell yeah.
on March 29th. And the reason isn't even just to host a music show. It's for filming for the Tim Misney movie that's coming.
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited. This is good.
Dude, that we have to go. You have to go in so you can be in the Misney movie.
I kind of want to, is the worst part.
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like it'd be sick
But
just to be in the movie.
I feel like he's
That's-
making most of his money not from law.
Yeah, no, this is just to me is like his stamp of like I am the Cleveland meme. Him making this movie.
I do make
Yeah.
them pay.
I make the memes. I make them pay, and I make the memes.
What
He
is-
said, "I am Cleveland,
Yeah.
bitch."
What? Fuck LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron's out, Misney's in.
Misney's in, dude. Yeah,
He slid right into that spot.
have him throw the powder over the crowd.
Who's,
Yeah.
who's brought more money to Cleveland, LeBron or Misney?
Misney.
Misney.
110%
It's
Misney.
not about the money.
It
Where-
literally
It's
where's
about
said,
making them pay.
Where's
it
money?
This article.
So it is a little bit about the
It's
money.
not money, dude. He makes
Yeah.
them pay in a different kind of way.
Look.
This article literally said that he has like a big fund for the Cleveland City Mission.
Here
the
it says,
Browns?
currently in pre-
No, that's the other source of
the
income.
other- that's the other
that's our
mission.
one of two sources of income.
That's our other
Tim
mission.
Misney and the Browns.
it says currently in pre-production stages, the hour-long feature on Misney is a 43-year-long climb to legal stardom and the beautification as a Cleveland meme in being produced by Mo Taylor, the head of Brain Dagger Films.
It's about a meme. It's about him becoming
yeah,
a
it's
meme.
about him becoming a meme.
It's
There
this
is-
segment an
He has
hour
merch.
long.
yeah.
yeah. It's an hour-long version of this segment. Right.
Yeah, Evan, I want to talk about that too. He has a merch page.
Yes, he does.
I received Tim Misney merch for Christmas.
Hell yeah.
I received a clock that says "Make them pay" for Christmas.
Hell
with,
yeah.
of course, with Tim Misney on it. This
He's
man,
face.
making so much money off
he
of this
doesn't even have a
script.
logo. It's just his face.
Where
Yeah.
is it?
He's
I
making
haven't-
so
It's in
much
the
money
basement.
off of this
Oh,
script.
I gotta check it out.
These guys are not Misney.
Yeah, no, this movie is gonna be.
Dude,
It's how long? How long is it? An hour?
an hour.
This movie is gonna be 45 minutes of Tim Misney practicing law.
How does emo night come
And
into
then-
this?
It's gonna be 15 minutes of him practicing law.
We
and then
know how.
45 minutes of Misney becoming
Yeah.
a meme. Yeah, why?
Why emo night?
Why is he putting on a metal show?
We have to watch the movie to find
We
out.
have to be in the movie to
Yeah.
find out.
Misney is set to turn 70 in April.
What?
70.
He's a peepaw. He's
Papa
getting into
Miz.
peepaw territory.
Cleveland's #1 export is Miz. The Miz and
The
Tim
Miz.
Misney.
Very true. Very true.
We're really pumping him out.
That's what happens, man.
Here.
Dude, this is incredible.
A film following 4 decades of fighting wrongful death and injury mixed with
Wrongful death.
with a kind of folk hero recognition felt like the right way to start his legacy.
Legal stardom.
That's the
Start
thing. I
his
don't know.
legacy.
I don't know if
Start
he-
his legacy era.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know if legal stardom is the right term.
Yeah.
Local celebrity might
I mean,
be,
it's one of
but
those
he's
things
not
where, like,
famous for law.
if he's successful, I've always wondered what it must feel like to be
Did we figure out his KD?
a lawyer with a 100% KD.
I tried.
You probably feel on top of the fucking world. Like that's probably the best feeling in the like. I would
How do
never
you
lose
think-
an argument.
you
I
think
would. I would by default contractually never lose an argument ever again.
He is Better Call Saul. Like the judge
Honestly-
sees Misny walk in,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh man, I can't argue against this guy."
In 2013, the University of Western Australia awarded. Okay, no, this is not Misny. Never
Oh.
mind.
It's his.
This is a
It's his
different
upside
person.
down brother.
No, this is a different Tim Min something.
Dark Misny.
This
Dark
is Dark
Misny.
Misny. Sorry, I'm trying to
Aboriginal
find his
Misny.
KD, but it's bringing up a different Tim.
No, Tim.
No, Tim. It is really crazy though
He's
that like
just an Ohio legend, man.
he's
Nothing.
he's going all the way to make a movie about his life. Like that's very.
How far away?
Do you think he pitched the idea, or you think people
Yes.
came to him?
I feel like well,
He's like,
actually,
I
don't
need a
know.
I
movie.
think somebody
He's
came
the
to him.
Vince
I don't
McMahon
know.
of law.
I could see it going either way. Of like him being like, I want to make money. I'm a really cool lawyer. I'm a meme. Let me pitch this movie idea. Or him being like, I really need to make money. This movie would probably make me money. Thanks for pitching me this idea.
I'd like to point out that I am not by far the first person to receive a Tim Misny clock for Christmas. I'm trying to find testimonials for
Mhm,
Tim,
mhm.
and this one just says, used to work at a daycare where he sent his kids. He gave all the teachers clocks with his face on them that said, time to make them pay for Christmas.
Hell yeah.
That's
Giving
funny.
out your own fucking face on stuff
Hell
for
yeah.
Christmas is a crazy concept.
I think he's a grifter. I think he's a big, giant grifter, and we're all just eating it up. Because it's funny.
I'm here for it, though.
But he's making a buck off us. He doesn't even do law anymore.
This person just commented he's real.
I might be anti-Misny,
he's-
guys.
You're anti-Misny?
After this segment, I think
That's
I might
anti-Ohio.
I might
bud.
be anti-Misny.
Has anyone ever seen Tim Misny and Megamind in the same room at the same time?
Whoa. Good point.
They're
Still
both
laughing,
blue.
still laughing at hysterically at the billboard on 990, just showing his eyes in the distance
That's what
with
I'm saying.
eyebrows.
He's
No
looming
words.
over. 1984 predicted him.
You know, it was a book about Tim Misny. That was the precursor to this movie.
Yeah.
Actually.
The
You
Coming
got to
of
read the
Misny.
movie before watching the.
1984, The Coming of Misny. Oh God.
I can't find his
Run.
KD anywhere.
We're 40 minutes away from his office. Let's go
He
swat
doesn't-
it.
He doesn't. He doesn't go there anymore.
We have to go to his.
He probably stops
We
in.
have to go to Misneyland.
We have to go to his
Yeah.
private estate.
You think? You think we could get there? You
I'm-
think we could get to
No.
Misneyland?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
You don't think he'd come on the show?
I think he'd come on the show.
Literally, the only question I want to ask him is this KD.
I think that legitimately.
By the way, for
I
anyone who didn't play Call of Duty, KD is kill death ratio.
Tim
We-
Misny posted on his YouTube, from what I just found, an aerial shot of his house
All right.
of Misneyland
Whoa.
15 years ago.
All right,
Oh,
chat.
that's kind of wild.
So he said aerial views of Tim Misny's famous Misneyland.
I,
Is there rides?
Geolocate it.
Are there rides?
I'm looking. Hold on. It's
Just settlements.
clip me now, Chad. If this becomes the truth, but I feel like we could get Tim Misny on the show. He seems like of all the people, you could probably reach out to him.
Unironically.
We
Like,
can ask
yo.
him our lawyer questions.
Yeah,
if
right.
they're
Yeah.
legit.
No,
Yeah.
we'd have to pay him for that because it's legal
Oh,
advice.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know, you're just looking at his house over there, huh?
Hey, he posted it.
that's weird.
He did post it.
It's legit his channel.
Misneyland.
Yeah.
Dude, that unironically that looks like Graceland.
That
That's
it's,
Misneyland.
That's
baby.
Misneyland. That's exactly what you'd imagine.
Yeah, no, he lives in a giant fucking manor in the woods somewhere in Ohio. Do we know where Misneyland is? What part of Ohio?
I don't know. I have to, let me do
it
some
didn't
deep
say.
diving in here.
I
But-
feel like.
I also don't feel like doxing him.
Well, no, I'm not going to give his address. Not till he comes on the show. Okay.
What are the
I don't know where that
top
is.
comments?
Yeah.
Damn, living large, Miz.
Like them eyes. At the point where you're putting up billboards without text, it's no longer to promote your law firm. It is just because you can do it.
Right.
Nobody is going to, like, anyone who doesn't know Tim Misny no one's gonna look at that and go, "Oh, that's a lawyer, and I need a lawyer."
Yeah.
Yeah, you only know if you know.
Yeah, it's literally for meme. Has he spent the last 10 years making himself a meme by putting up these billboards?
I think.
Absolutely.
I think unintentionally.
he leans into
pivot.
it.
There was
Oh,
a
for sure.
fire on his
And
property.
I would too.
I-
A fire in Disney World?
There was a fire in Disneyland in
Land.
2024.
Oh,
Sorry.
jeez.
It by downed a tree and a power line.
Oh,
no!
I
dude.
hope he made the electric company pay.
It's his arch nemesis.
God?
Apparently, there is an arch nemesis of Tim
Act of
Misny.
God claims are his arch nemesis.
No, apparently there is an arch nemesis of Misny, and
The
he's an
anti-Misny?
actor. Hold on, I looked this up earlier, and I totally forgot what his name was.
You
but
were
it's something
unironically
junior.
looking up Tim Misny lore earlier.
I was.
Studying.
It's such an Ohio thing.
Yeah.
I was. Oh my gosh, it's Mike Polk Jr. Apparently, he's
Oh.
the funniest guy in Cleveland.
Mike Polk Jr. is a comedian.
Yeah, he's a comedian. Yeah, and apparently he's Misny's rival.
He's also related to someone that we know.
Yes.
Yeah, Minzy.
Yeah, Minzy.
It's his evil brother. He
why
pays
does
them.
Why does he hate Misny?
I don't think
I
he
don't
hates
know.
Misny.
I-
I
no,
think
I don't
they
know. I
work
just-
together.
Oh.
Yeah.
They hate each other. I'm gaslighting all of you.
Here's my proposition. if Tim Misny doesn't come on this show, this is not a threat. Tim Misny, don't.
When you come
don't-
on the
don't
show.
sue me. If Tim Misny doesn't come on this show, I think we need to launch a campaign where we start posting billboards of white background man in suit distinctive features. I think we oppose Misny at his own game because no one else is doing it. If another contender shows up, another contender has arrived.
I thought I was anti-Misny.
We can
No
just put
QR
You're
code.
pretty anti-Misny.
No QR code, no law
Nothing.
firm.
It's literally
no
just the
context.
billboards.
We're gonna outdo them.
That's it.
I don't
And
think
he's
it'd be
gonna-
a bad idea.
And they're gonna send the law firm photos of that, and Missy's gonna be like, "Who is this?
You
Who-
think-
What's going on? Who's
He's gonna
beating me at
contact
my own
the
game?
billboard companies."
Get a cease and desist for intellectual property
It's gonna
Yeah.
make us pay.
for using the idea of the white background. Well, invert it. Black background, white suit,
Yes,
Throw you off.
Not
yes,
bald.
yes.
Throw you off. A full head of hair,
full head of hair,
beard.
beard. Yeah, the grass
It's
man.
grass man.
Grass
Yeah,
man
grass
on the
man.
billboard.
It's grass man.
pointing.
Misny.
Yeah.
We'll call the grass man. We'll put him on a black background, stick him on a billboard, and make him point.
Make
We'll
'em
give
point.
you things.
We'll give you things.
Instead of point, make them wave.
yeah.
You wanna pay?
Yeah.
With a question mark.
you want to
Please
pay.
Please donate.
Please, pay, please donate. Yeah, he's got an outstanded hand.
Please
and looking for
donate.
donations. Please donate.
Anti-Misny.
Anti-Misny Grassman lore.
Hell yeah.
If you want a fun anti-Misny Grassman at WSR Radio on Venmo.
I always knew their lives were intertwined.
We're gonna start a
It's the
GoFundMe
orange
page.
eyes in the
Yeah,
distance.
yeah.
The Grassman.
We are going to start a GoFundMe page on
Oh.
the WSRR channel where we are going to create these billboards.
Yeah.
I'm
This
saying
is only if Tim Misny doesn't come on the show, of course.
And
Yeah.
we can put a big billboard of just the grass man's orange eyes.
Yeah.
It kind of is a threat.
This is not a threat. I'm just saying my
Speaking your creativity
Yeah.
into the world.
yeah. I'm
okay.
just putting out a thesis.
Okay.
It's just
okay.
my senior thesis in Misniology, dude.
Can we be a more polite
Yeah.
Misny where it's like, it's like I will make you pay. It's like, will you pay?
Would you pay?
Yeah.
Would you pay?
Would you like to pay?
I mean,
I think
please?
Pay as much as you
please,
can.
I think please donate with
Please
the
donate,
outstretched
yeah.
hand is good.
It's
Just,
just
with,
this.
the, with the uwu fingers.
I'm reading a little bit more about this Misny. So yeah, this old Misny chap.
Yeah.
It says that the studio was the one that pitched the movie to him, and it's gonna be in a mockumentary format. So it's gonna.
you know what? I'm fully supporting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
I
came
gotta
up
see
to him in
this.
his manner, and they're like, "Hey, do you want a movie made about you?" He's like,
Hell yeah.
and he looked at him, and he did that, and they're
Yeah.
like, "You got it."
Yeah.
He did the point.
Yeah. This studio is gonna make a shit ton of money off this meme movie,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be the only thing they ever do.
It's like when Chuck Norris gave the thumbs up
In Blades
in-
of Glory.
in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
When he did that.
Yeah.
No, not in Blades of Glory.
He did it in Blades of
Dodgeball.
Glory.
In Dodgeball.
Oh, it's
when he gave
Dodgeball,
the
wasn't
thumbs
it?
up. Imagine if it was Misny there instead, and he pointed. That'd be a lot better.
That's if I make a movie, that's the cameo. It's Tim Misny,
Disney.
and everyone would be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Dude, if I were to
Oh.
ever make a movie, I'd probably make like Shrek 2.
With Chris Farley.
You know, you're
with
up to
Tim
something.
Misny voicing
Tim
Chris.
Misny.
With
yeah.
Tim Misny voicing Chris Farley voicing Shrek.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if Tim Misny was
Inception.
in
They kinda
the
look alike.
Superman movie.
Oh, dude.
He could be.
Mis-
He could be
Be-
Lex Luthor.
They couldn't afford. Tim Misney's price was too
Yeah, it's
high
too
for
high.
them to paper over the
Yeah,
billboard for
yeah.
Superman.
He wanted
So his
them to
eyes
pay.
are in Metropolis now.
He watches over us.
That's a hell of a move. If you would have bought a billboard downtown
oh,
where
yeah.
Superman was filming,
So good.
dude, Tim Misney could have made them pay a lot of money. I think
and they
he
would
missed
have.
out. And they would have.
I'm shocked Tim Misney did not show up in the Avengers
He should have.
He
because
should've.
that was shot in Cleveland.
He-
I bet there is somewhere. I
Dude-
bet there's an aerial drone shot and his face is in there.
Dude would have
somewhere.
made Loki pay.
Yeah, yeah, he would have. I mean, Loki can't stand up against that financial beast.
when Civil War came out, it was originally supposed to be Captain America versus Tim Misney. So when Captain
Yeah,
America goes,
true.
Avengers assemble, Tim Misney's across from him going, I'm gonna make you
I'm
pay.
gonna make you pay.
And Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man comes out and he goes, I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
yeah.
They're all just threats. They're all just threatening Captain America.
Tim Misney did not get snapped by Thanos.
He might have.
Does anyone have Tim Misney's Snapchat?
I don't think
Does
that
he have a
Snapchat? He has an
He
Instagram.
probably does.
This dude's definitely got a Snapchat.
He has an Instagram. Everybody DM Tim Misney and ask him if he has a Snapchat.
Everyone DM Tim Misney and ask him to come on the Rebel Radio show.
Yeah.
Tim
We're
Misney
gonna
is
get sued.
just a lawyer.
He's not now.
He's not just a lawyer. We love you, Tim. We want
he
you on the
owns a
show.
law firm. He's not
He-
even a lawyer anymore.
He was a lawyer.
We want to hear you talk about TNA wrestling for 2 hours.
Dude,
yeah.
you think Tim Misney's a wrestling fan? I think Tim Misney's a
What's your
wrestling
take
man.
on the product?
Yeah.
How's the product doing,
Yeah.
Tim?
How do you
Tim,
feel about
any
it?
interest in joining a local indie?
Oh yeah.
Hosting a local indie, he would for the
he
movie.
would.
For
He
the
would.
movie.
I could. Here's my pitch. Here's my prediction. Before this movie is set to air, Tim Misney's going to host a local wrestling event in Cleveland. 216-859-8699. That number's exclusively for Tim Misney to text in.
you ready, kids? It's me, distinctively non-copyright, unspecified Sponge Man, and you're listening to the Rebel Radio Show on WSRR. Make the switch.
Hey, welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show live, uncut and uncensored on WSRR Radio, saving the underground music scene. Am I right, Shani?
Hey, everyone.
I'm on board as Jules.
Hello.
To my left is the Pidge.
I'm here.
I'm Radio's
Hi.
Rebel DJ style. 216-859-8699, that number to text in, especially if you were an ugly baby.
Ooh.
Were
I'm
you-
an ugly baby.
Were you an ugly baby? Are you currently
I'm
an ugly
still
baby?
an ugly baby.
I didn't want to say anything.
Were you a bald baby?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't think so.
I was
would've
a bald
put-
baby.
I would have put money that you were a bald baby.
Probably.
Why's that?
No reason.
He's a betting man.
I am a
He's
betting
like,
man.
he's
You-
gambling
you guys
addiction.
learned I'm a
He's-
betting man.
We all know about
deep in
Styles'
debt to the-
gambling addiction.
Deep in debt to the well. He's made so many wishes.
It's true.
Get too many
stop.
coins down the fountain.
Here's the thing. I don't know if you know this.
We found a well.
We found a well. Probably, 3 months ago, 4 months ago now?
And so it at first I didn't believe him, but the more he would tell me about it and the more I would see it, it was like shit was actually happening. And so now he's kind of drained of
I've
substantial amount
put a lot of
funds.
money in the well. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's a place we know. It's not near here,
Mhm.
but it's in a familiar place. And I don't know if people know about it because it's not like advertised that there is a well here. The park isn't even advertised. It's
No.
just like a back.
It's secluded.
Yeah. But it's like a little sitting park. It's not like a playground. A little sitting park, and there's a little path, but there's a well. And, throw a couple coins in the well.
Couple hundos down the well.
I'm not proud. I've probably thrown about $300 in the well at this point.
Whoa! In quarters and like
Things are
pennies and
happening.
stuff?
Sometimes quarters, sometimes $half.
Things are happening though.
I
We're seeing
have
improvement.
taken
Do you
like
just-
rolls
Do you carry $half?
if I'm going to the well.
We're seeing improvements though.
That sounded stupid. No, like I would.
I go to the bank.
Yeah, no,
and I get my
yeah.
$half just for the well.
I have
does.
$half. I have them, and I don't spend them, but like I have taken them to go to the well, and I've
Taking our-
also taken rolls.
Taking our
Ah.
$half to the well.
And like you don't realize because like what a roll of quarters is like $5, $7, something like that. So like you sit there and like, yeah, I'll just take a roll of quarters, and then like it's $7, you're gone.
Just the whole thing
So
down.
if you take like
down
6
the well.
or 7 rolls of quarters, it adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
He's spent a lot of money in the well.
Mm.
I have.
A lot of
Yeah.
wishes.
We're gonna see how it plays out. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stop going.
I've tried to talk him out
You've
of
gone
going.
too.
Yeah, but I stopped. I realized its power and I stopped.
The last time I went, you brought like $9
I
to
realized
the well, dude.
severity of the well, and I could not. No one man should have all that power.
You gotta
style.
take me to the well.
We can go. We can
We
probably
gotta
go.
do a WSRR vlog to the well.
I don't want anyone else knowing where
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
a secret
thing.
well.
But I'll take you to the well.
Well, you don't have to show where it is.
Right,
You just show us
right.
the hole. It's a hole in the sea. Oh, there it goes.
I wonder how many people do know about the well. Because
The
like
well.
it is like a
Well.
main road it's off of,
Oh.
but it's like
Is it Well Road?
it's not Well Road,
Well way.
Well Avenue.
Yeah.
Well Drive.
Well done. But it's off Main Road. It's just kind of tucked back in there, and sometimes I'm in the area. I just go see the well.
Just drive by well sometimes. Just
He
drive by
he
it, chuck it in.
drops like a lot of money into the
Dude,
well.
shut
though.
the fuck
He
up.
drops a lot of money into the
You
well.
brought a bag of coins and left without any of them last time we went to the well. So don't
Yeah.
even fucking start.
And I made a fuck ton of wishes.
That you did. 216-859-8699 if you've been going to a well near you. You don't have to go to a well near you to get something cool, though. You can go to genericclothes.com. Your wishes are granted right there on the site. You can go and get a shirt that says shirt. You can get one that says sports team, political statement, controversial topic, a whole bunch of selection. Pretty much anything you could think of, genericclothes.com has. Stick it to the big brand clothing companies, have a laugh at their expense. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point with genericclothes.com. We're going to get back to the point of the segment.
Yeah, we were talking about how Pidge was an ugly baby.
Yes,
and
how
not me.
how Evan was the ugliest baby I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
That was the worst. That's why I want the well.
They thought something was severely wrong with you.
Yeah.
They're like, this can't be right.
Yeah, something's up
Where
with
does it
this.
start and where does it end?
Like, what is this? Is that a foot or is that a head?
Where does it start? Where does it end?
You'll grow up at one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dad who accused his wife of cheating.
Like on
on him.
Halo, Fortnite.
On him.
Oh,
Halo Fortnite.
I got the chief. Don't worry.
dude's hacking, man. He must have been ugly as shit as a baby.
This guy was definitely an ugly baby. The way that he's playing right now, he was an ugly
Look at
baby.
this guy's KD. He was definitely an ugly fucking baby.
You can tell. You can tell just by the way he's playing.
You know, you ever boot up a Rust and you can just tell who the ugly babies were in there.
A whole lobby
Sick,
of
sick rust
UBs.
pole, dude.
I'm in a full lobby of UBs right now, guys.
And I ain't talking soft.
And I ain't talking Nintendo DS. You know what I mean.
The DS stands for damn, son. That's an ugly
That's an
baby.
ugly baby.
All right, I'm gonna need a super cut of all the Nintendo DS meanings.
We're not getting through this show.
Alive.
Not without paying. Ugly
The
baby.
troll
Tim
toll.
Isney. The well troll.
There were so many sentences that just happened. His
So-
dad, the dad, a husband, tried to take his wife to court, or accused his wife of cheating
Yes.
first.
Giant Fang.
Is that his name? Is that what it says?
That's
Yeah.
not his name.
Giant
Mr. Fang?
Jan Fang. All right.
Jan
Oh,
Fang.
Jan Fang. Okay. Now we're racist.
Yeah, who's the racist one now?
It's Parmesan to you, buddy. This guy accused his wife of cheating because their baby came out super ugly, and he's like, "There's no way we made an ugly baby. This can't be.
Yeah.
There
this
had to
is
be-
not mine.
there had to be
I'm
a third
too
party.
beautiful for this.
We are the most beautiful people. There's no way this thing happened."
Wait, how young is this baby we're talking? Because a lot
I'm
of babies
assuming
are
newborn.
Fresh baby.
Fresh.
Yeah.
A lot of babies are ugly when they fresh come out.
Most
dude.
babies are ugly.
out of the oven, they are, dude. They look like aliens sometimes.
Nobody
They
thinks
really
your
do.
baby's
it,
cute.
It only takes like a year, 2 years, and then they're cute. And, you know, it's like a year and they're cute.
What are you doing?
It says
What are you doing?
here.
Why
It
don't you have a
says.
seat?
What are you trying to do? You're trying to call me something here?
I
You're trying
do
to give a reference?
declare.
You trying to give me a reference saying I'm messed up in the head because I said babies are cute?
No, because you're ugly.
Because I was an ugly baby.
Yeah.
Unsure how old the baby was, but it says as his daughter grew, the differences became stark,
God, it's getting uglier.
and he became convinced there was only one explanation, and he was convinced
Only
that.
one.
There's
She was
only one
cheating.
way. So he
But-
There's
thought
only
his,
one way.
yeah, he thought his wife was cheating.
But actually, she, before they got married, spent $100,000 to get a new face with plastic surgery.
She was ugly from the start.
Hell
And he
yeah.
didn't know
That
that she
baby-
got $100,000 into her face.
Correct.
That's poor research.
Mm.
You've
That-
never seen like an old picture of your significant other?
That's some
kinda-
good plastic surgery, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a good surgeon, dude.
I don't know how to feel.
That baby
'cause
did look like its mother.
I don't know how I would feel if I were in this situation. If
You don't want an ugly baby.
If I'm a supermodel status looking guy and I'm married
You
to
are.
a supermodel status looking woman, which I am, and we have an ugly ass baby,
Which you do.
which we do, I don't know how I would feel about that. Like I don't
Take
think
it back.
I don't think because initially my
Put it-
take was
you put it back in.
I want a refund.
Cook it a
Cook,
little
cook
longer.
a little longer. Turn it over.
This thing ain't done.
Yeah, cook the other side. No,
It's
but
like you get a
the
hot
bacon
pocket and it's still frozen in the middle.
Needs to bake a little bit more.
my take initially
Needs to
was
fluff up.
this dad is a piece of shit because obviously he still likes the wife.
Yeah.
Like the wife, he has no problem with current day wife.
Yeah, modern wife's good.
It's just the modern baby that is the problem for him.
That's
It's like
that's
this,
a good show.
Our baby is disgusting. Modern baby.
yeah.
I streamed all 17 seasons.
Yeah. It's just this guy.
Yeah. No, but I feel like I don't know how to feel now because if I'm in that situation and my baby's ugly, am I going to be pissed or am I not going to care? I feel like I wouldn't care.
Well, he was really pissed. He ended up taking his wife to court because he had been deceived about her true appearance.
I guess.
He actually won.
Yeah.
He must have been using Misney.
And he got a $120,000 settlement.
That's insane.
He got 120,000. Dang, he got the surgery plus 20. That's crazy.
That's
Good for him.
insane. Are they
Well,
still
I mean-
together?
Good for him.
I'm
How-
unsure.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
If
fact
they're
that he
if they're
won,
still
that's crazy.
together, this is the best grift of all time.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
"Damn,
yeah.
you were ugly as shit and never told me. I'm gonna
Let's-
sue your ass.
and let's make money
Yeah.
from it.
Let's make money." This is court TV.
let's make money, but it's her money.
Yeah, but I guess
That's fair.
going straight into his
Yeah,
bank
but
account.
he's making the money. Now he can buy a 4Runner.
You think that was his way of being like? She's like, let's do a dual bank, like a joint bank account, and she's like, no.
He's like,
Or,
damn,
he's like,
dude.
no, and he's like, come on, let's do it. And he goes, this baby's kind of fucking ugly, dude.
I don't share my money with ugly people.
Are you sure?
Sorry, Uggo.
You know what? You know, you're paying me now. Oh,
Maybe I would feel very like I think I'd feel very distrusting of my. I'd be like, oh, you used to be that. You used to be that.
Did he never
What
see
the hell?
Did he never see older
are you?
pictures?
Yeah.
did she
That's what I'm
not? She
saying.
didn't disclose any of that. Like, this is the first time that she's ever disclosed that. Was
Yeah,
that
right.
she
You've never
used
seen
to
a
have-
picture.
that she had $100,000 put into her face.
Yeah.
You've never seen a picture of your wife from the past. That's
Never.
insane.
She doesn't have any scars or anything.
It's pretty good. No, where? Yeah,
Pre-surgery.
Either.
Pre-surgery. She looks
Where
like
was
a
this?
chud.
Where was this at?
China.
What did you say?
This
she
was
looks
in
like?
China.
A chud.
A chud?
Yeah. Is that a problem with that?
No.
All right.
I
Move
don't
on.
think the husband.
Yeah,
would
problem,
either.
Shud boy.
Yeah, tell him, pitch.
She has like a whole new jaw and everything. Like that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. She went from
Yeah, no, she
from chud to better chud.
to DS.
Yeah.
To
Damn,
to
sister.
DS. Damn.
She went from UB to DS. And if you know what I'm saying. Major UB to DS situation going on over here.
Either this man
MF
is
Doom lyric.
either
This baby has to be really ugly, right?
yeah either this man is the most sensible person of all time.
I disagree.
No, listen,
I think it's the whatever
hear
the
me out,
latter is.
fucker.
I think it's the latter.
No, either he's the most sensible person of all time because most people, when they have a baby, go, "Oh, look how cute it is! Look how beautiful my child is." When everyone else knows damn well it ain't. As an ugly baby, that is not cute yet. That is an ugly baby. Most babies are ugly babies, and so this guy is either correct in his thinking of like, I don't care whose baby this is, it's ugly, or this is genuinely the ugliest fucking baby of all time.
He said, "This is
That-
not my
Yeah.
seed."
That
I
he's like,
couldn't
this
have.
ain't mine.
I know. I couldn't have.
I would never.
This is
I
not-
did
this
this.
is above me. This is above me. This is JV work over here.
JV work.
I'm better than this.
This is Bush League baby
This is-
pumped out.
What is this Division III baby over here? I'm trying to get D1 status over here, but you gave me a UB.
The fact that he won this fucking lawsuit too. The fact that this kid's gonna grow up one day
Yeah.
and realize his dad sued his mom because he was ugly.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
gonna.
I
That's
feel
a-
like
that's a
everyone
good therapy session.
Son,
everyone lost in this situation. There was no winner in this court case.
son, you were the ugliest son of a bitch I've ever
That baby
seen.
was just vibing, dude. Baby was just goo goo gaga around, and the dad's just like, you know what? I hate you. You are
fucking
not.
fucking hate
You're
this.
not it. What is this? What is this big ball of goop in
You think
my
he was
hand?
bald?
Probably.
I don't know. Is it a male baby? Female baby?
Female baby.
Female baby.
All of my statements were wrong then. I kept saying he.
I would like to think that if I had an ugly baby, I would just fess up and tell people, be like, "Listen,
Guys, listen.
before
Warn people.
before I
Just so you
introduce
know,
you,
yeah.
like
That'd be
before
a
I show
good
you
excuse.
guys, this baby's ugly as fuck.
That'd be a good excuse
Like,
not
this
to
baby-
go out.
This baby is piss
I
ugly,
did
guys.
not do a good job.
That'd be a good excuse not to go out. You'd be
I
like, hey, man,
would-
sorry, I don't want to burden you with this.
But I don't know
ugly
if I
thing
would, like,
that I got
being
here."
real, I don't know if I would. I might just fib on you guys and be like, look
No,
at
it's not
baby
that bad.
whatever. Look at baby blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
You're lying to yourself at that
Yeah,
point.
and then just immediately close the door and be like, you ugly piece of shit.
I'm so disappointed in
ashamed
myself.
of you.
I can't believe he looked
dare
at this
you.
baby like
Your grades
growing
better
up.
be good.
He was like, couldn't be me.
You better be smart as fuck or fucking the shit at karate.
You're gonna grow up and you're gonna
you
get
better
a
have
nice
some
job
special
so that
skill.
you can help your mother pay me.
You better be a fucking savant at the piano. I swear to God.
What happens? What happens?
Throw you out the window.
What happens when they get divorced and he has to pay alimony? Is he just paying her back the money he won from the settlement?
Probably.
Yeah.
Big money circle
Wasn't that guy a
happening
senator?
there.
They're just passing back and forth. They're just passing the money back and forth.
I should plan-
Meanwhile, this ugly baby's just vibing.
I'm kind of. I hope the ugly baby grows up and sues the parents.
This baby-
sues both of them.
Yeah.
How long is this kid gonna be saddled with the ugly baby? being known as the baby that was ugly.
I'm pretty sure I would if I knew him
He's
in
gonna
real
grow
life,
up
I
to
would
make
call him
them
the ugly
pay.
baby for the rest of
You're
my
never
life.
winning an argument.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Well,
grow up
you
to
were an
make
ugly
them pay.
baby.
This baby is not the next Misney.
It is. That's his villain.
be.
It's his villain story.
This
It's
is
his
the,
villain
this is the
origin.
origin story.
Yeah, this is his origin story, or her origin story.
Once
Sorry.
upon a time, there was a little ugly ass baby. A baby so ugly everybody died to the end.
Were you ugly?
216-859-8699.
Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show.
The gyros at Arby's are actually pretty good. Gyros.
Oh yeah,
what
no,
you
the
said.
gyros at Arby's are
They're
pretty
gyros,
good.
but yeah. I hate that you call them fucking gyros.
They're
I'm sorry, They're gyros. It's a Greek word. Damn
I'm
it.
not Greek.
It's a Greek word. Damn it.
Greek.
Dude, get him to the Greek.
I'm not Greek. I don't go in the fucking.
Why do you call it Parmesan? It's Parmesan then for you, buddy.
No, it's not.
Parmigiano.
I'm not
It's
Greek.
called a fucking gyro.
I don't drive through Taco Bell and go, yeah, let me get pollo. I don't do that. I say
Ugh.
chicken because I'm not Mexican.
Yeah, Evan, I don't go through the drive-thru and say, I want spaghetti. I say, give me the noodles.
40 degrees, partly cloudy, 44% humidity out. Tuesday, we're looking at 50, low of 28 by Wednesday, 45 degrees, partly cloudy again, low of 31 degrees. That is your 3-day forecast for Dakota, South, the real DS. Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show.
Did you just give a
buddy.
weather report on South Dakota?
Hell yeah, I did, dude. 3 days. It's going to be so irrelevant by Wednesday when this comes out on pod. This part isn't even in the podcast. This is just
In case
fucking
you want to know
replay.
what 2 days ago what that weather was like, check out the Rebel Radio Show.
That's what we do here.
Yeah, buddy.
216-859-8699. Call from South Dakota and tell me yesterday how cold it was.
It's true. And if you're in Chicago, you can go to synergymusicstudio.com to get your music mastered, mixed, produced, recorded, or even reamped with all of Synergy's great services to get a full rundown of everything they do and a custom fit for you. synergymusicstudio.com is the place to go. Once again, synergymusicstudio.com if you're a local or independent artist in or out of the Chicago area. What are we talking about?
There's an asteroid. There's a big ass.
Well, it's not an asteroid.
Well, yeah, it's not an asteroid.
So you lied. So you're a liar.
There's they found an asteroid, and then they're like,
You
whoa,
just find an asteroid.
whoa, wait, guys, wait. That's not an asteroid. That is
The moon from Rick and Morty.
the Tesla Roadster that Elon Musk launched in 2018.
Has anyone ever driven a Tesla Roadster before? Never seen one in my life.
I don't know.
I don't even know what it looks like. I bet I've
Yeah.
seen Teslas all the time. but
I see
don't
a
know,
lot of Teslas.
Is
I've
it-
driven a Tesla.
Yeah, I
You
get
have?
it. You have 6
Mhm.
Teslas. We get it, dude.
I have a million Teslas.
Get over it.
I'm
Nikola
I-
Tesla was my grandfather.
yeah.
You
No,
know,
I've
the
never
founder
seen
of
anyone.
Tesla.
You
I've
know,
never
founder of Tesla, Nikola
Nikola.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Nikola
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah,
Nikolai Tesla.
fucking
That was my favorite COD
dumps.
zombies dude to play as.
Nikolai Tesla.
Nikolai Tesla, yeah.
All right, so there's a Tesla in space.
Yeah,
There has
so-
been for a while.
So they were, obviously scientists look for asteroids, and they were like,
they?
we discovered a new asteroid. Yeah, they do. They try to see if anything's going to hit us.
Do they operate off of key fobs?
I think-
Asteroids?
Asteroids? Yeah, you just
Yeah.
click them.
You think that if I
go
was an
the other
astronaut,
way.
I'd want to, or if I was Elon Musk, I'd want to go back up there and see how far in space the key fob would work.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
You send
Yeah.
a key fob up with the
You-
International Space Station?
Mm-hmm.
You could probably do that on Earth. So,
Dude, I can't reach my fucking car from here. What do you mean you can do it from Earth?
But you don't own a Tesla, dude.
You're right.
Okay,
Sorry,
Tesla
Shane
might
could
work.
do it from Earth.
Yeah, Shane
All right,
could do
fuck
it from
me.
Earth, all right?
no, but in 2018, Elon Musk launched that red Tesla Roadster into
Yeah.
space, and it was a big deal, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's
Just-
so quirky and
Did it-
cool."
Does
Just
it have a
'cause-
mannequin of an astronaut in it?
It did.
Okay.
made
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Beyond
These are like
Bounds
real.
episode about
These
that.
are real pictures of it. But it came back into orbit, and I don't know if it looked rocky.
did.
Like I don't know if it looked like Sylvester Stallone, but they thought it was an asteroid, and so
What a dumbass. Never seen a car before?
I know.
Cars don't exist.
Dude's driving
Cars-
on the highway
cars-
going, oh my god.
What are all
I'm in
these
an asteroid field?
What are all these asteroids? Run!
I don't think NASA does much, guys.
Yeah.
I kind of fucking hate NASA.
That's no planet.
What worries me is that
Me with Pluto in 2007.
what worries me is that this roadster or whatever the fuck just came back into orbit. Is it going to?
Is it going to crash?
Yeah.
Dude, imagine
Tesla landing
you
on your
pull out
eyes.
of like a Chick-fil-A and a car falls from the sky. It hits you, dude. Imagine.
mannequin astronaut?
Yeah.
That would be trending on Instagram for a week.
Dude, it would just be a big.
I'd second
week.
screen it, yeah.
it would just be a giant ass ball of fire by the time it came down.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't know that, dude.
That's the test. How well did the Tesla hold up?
Yeah, right.
Re-entering orbit.
Yeah,
They
that was
probably
Elon's long game test. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cybertruck's windows did not pass
I
test.
didn't know they left it up there.
What, the Tesla?
I thought they brought it back.
How'd they get it back?
I don't know.
How do you
Tesla
know-
has the rockets that return on their own.
You know they like leave shit in space all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Tomatoes.
That's, yeah,
I would
tomatoes.
like to shit in space one time
That'd be really
You
cool.
could.
It's possible.
and just watch it float.
Yeah, forever into the void.
We have so much shit in space.
Yeah.
Not actual shit. We have so much shit in space that
Dead
we
monkeys?
didn't remember. We put a fucking car up there.
Yeah, right.
NASA
Well-
forgot there was a Tesla in space.
They're like, oh, damn.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that car.
Oh yeah,
There.
it doesn't have to be an asteroid. There's other shit that we launched up there.
They're like, oh shit, an asteroid, measuring it and everything.
Where was it
logging
spotted?
So
Space.
here's the quote.
Like, what observatory was it spotted from?
I first went to JPL's small body database to quickly take a look at the Earth close approach dates and potential Mars close approach dates. I'm assuming this is for like asteroids, to see if I could correlate those to a known interplanetary mission. I failed. The Falcon launch had never crossed my mind. I almost concluded it was an actual NEO and stopped looking, but then I asked around Minor Planet mailing list just to erase my final doubts.
The
and-
fastest ship in the fleet?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
She's the
then
fastest ship in the fleet.
the guy who found it, Jonathan McDowell,
His name is Han Solo, but alright.
an astronomer.
Mr. Hands.
He's a Harvard Smithsonian Center astronomer for astrophysics. Began to suspect that it was the Upper Falcon. So he was like looking at it, and then
Yeah.
he almost concluded that it was just an asteroid, like just a regular asteroid.
Yeah.
And then he contacted other people and was like, "Yo,
You guys seeing this shit?
Yeah,
the
take
Upper
a-
Falcon?
take a look at this shit."
And they were like,
Millennium?
bro, that's the Tesla.
Yeah.
Like, bro, are you dumb? That's the Tesla.
It says
His
says
other science buddies are like, wow, good job, buddy. You
Buddy,
found that.
look around.
2 days too late, dude.
it says it could be the Falcon upper stage, which I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's like the top
Sounds
half.
It
serious.
implies
Yeah.
a Falcon bottom stage.
Bro's
It-
like, look
it,
at this
it implies
asteroid.
that there's a bottom half of the Falcon.
He's like, look at this asteroid I found, and everybody's like, yeah, we put that there in 2018.
We did that.
We
You know
invented
that,
it.
right?
The dude in the office had his key fob. He clicked it, and he's like, I know, dude, it's mine.
It's mine.
The asteroid
Park
beeped,
that
guys.
Been trying to get it since 2018. Parked it up there. Can't.
Where did I park my damn car?
Oh, man.
Valet lost my fucking car. You won't believe where it's at now.
My Tesla tracker says it's in orbit.
Yeah, that's the thing. He really just put it up there, and that was it. We have no plans.
Where's my DoorDash driver, dude?
Yeah,
Where's
he had no plan.
Where's my
Where the
Uber
fuck
driver
is he?
taking me?
The hell is my Uber taking me? You're in space? What the fuck?
had to grind for this view, dude.
I feel like it was 2018, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't have been doing this show. But I feel
Yeah.
like we talked about this for some reason or another.
We probably did
I
at some
feel like
point.
It's a lost media.
But it's not lost. It was until they found it, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it was lost for a while, but then we found it.
But like they really did this for no reason.
Yeah, he really just did it to
Elon
be
Musk
like,
did
we're
it because he
cool.
could.
Yeah, I think we did talk about this because that was our sentiment then too. Of like, he just did this to do it.
Yeah, he just wanted to put a car in space, and everyone's like, "Well, I
Alright.
guess we can't stop you
Yeah.
from putting a car in space."
Alright. You
I had
do
a,
you.
I had a
Was
Beyond
he-
Bound segment on it.
Was he like
Or I talk
testing
about it.
out
Do you know the reason?
SpaceX?
No, I didn't talk about the exact reason why they
Yeah,
wanted
it was
to do it,
SpaceX.
but I had complaints about it in the episode. I
What were your
remember.
big complaints?
Big complaints is that instead of actually trying to do cool stuff anymore, they consider that cool. Whereas in the 1970s and the 80s, people were actually doing cool stuff like sending records up into space and everything. Now they're just sending a corporate car just to promote their product.
I agree, but also if you told someone in 1983 that we're gonna put a car in space, they'd be like, "Fuck yeah!"
It would have
Yeah.
been super retrofuturism. Fuck yeah, though.
Yeah.
and not what we have
Yeah, no,
today.
not, they wouldn't think we're just literally launching a car and
This is-
leaving it.
This is like the monkey's paw version of that. Like you tell someone in the 60s, like, "Yo, we have cars in space now," and they're like, "Oh boy, I'm so excited!" And then they get to the modern day and they're like, "What the fuck?"
And they're like, you
Tesla.
just put it up there? What'd you do with it? Nothing.
Yeah.
I just put it up there.
Sometimes I think about the monkey's paw when I'm at the well. I'm not gonna lie. I
I
kind
know,
of think it's a bad omen.
I kind of
sometimes.
wish that I throw money into the well, and I wish that Tesla car would just fall down
I-
right in front of me.
I was wishing they'd find it actually.
and
they
old,
did.
old buddy.
So I think that like you were asking before about why did they do this?
Yeah.
I think it was the launch of SpaceX because the Falcon Heavy needed a test payload, and Musk decided that
A
his-
car.
yeah, his own personal 2010
Oh.
Roadster would be the test payload for.
I can't believe no alien snagged that yet.
Yeah, I know, right? They should have.
Intergalactic crime is at an all-time low. Is what this tells me.
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're doing well.
The space police are doing their thing.
They probably went up there, the aliens, they went into the driver's seat, and they said, "Oh, it's a quarter tank.
Yeah, what the
Hey,
fuck is this?
Oh,
I'm
wait,
a-
there's not even a tank.
Let me tell you something right now. It might be a controversial statement. I'm a big fan of the space police.
Yeah?
They're always up there like
Isn't it-
Roxanne.
I was
No.
just about to say.
Yeah.
See how
yeah.
well that
Don't
landed?
say anything. Let that sit there.
Yeah.
Let that
Doesn't
sit in
need to land.
silence.
It's space, motherfucker.
Let that sit
It's
there.
floating.
Let it sit in silence for a
It's
couple seconds.
supposed to. Space is quiet.
Yeah, that Tesla's just like space garbage now.
It is. It's literally space
It
trash.
is really interesting that they were like, well, we need to test it with something. Let's use a car. And
Let's use
everyone,
my car.
everyone was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. Like, I get that it's
Sure,
a
why
fun.
not?
It's one of those things.
He then rode off that car with his
It's
tax.
one of those,
days.
One of those well, it's one of those fucking Elon things where it's like, okay, yeah, it's a meme, but also space junk is a genuine like an actual serious problem. So like half meme, half ha ha he he, half like, come on, dude.
You said before we went on that this was before Dark Elon came out.
This is
This is pretty dark.
this might have been the beginning of Dark Elon.
This is the origin story.
Yeah.
216-859-8699. What are you launching into space?
Rebel Radio Show is live at 5.
Stop saying Daryl the Wild Man Show as if it was like a show that was on it. Well, that's not a thing.
Every Monday on WSRR Radio.
Viva Pinata.
I remember it.
Can't live without it, right?
Can't live in it either.
Can't live with it. Can't live in it. Can't live without it.
Really is the thing that defined our generation, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Came with every Xbox.
buddy, it came with the Xbox. You have Viva Pinata.
That's what I'm saying. Came with every Xbox.
Everyone has
I
it.
remember turning on every Texas Rangers game in 2008, and Viva Pinata was playing.
During the Texas Rangers game?
Yeah, I was watching
Were the
Andrew
Rangers
Hamilton
playing?
just like hit just dingers back to back.
Did you say Andrew Hamilton?
Yeah,
The guy from history class?
That's
Yeah, that guy.
Alexander Hamilton.
that guy. That's his brother.
Maybe I'd have watched the Texas Rangers if Alexander Hamilton was playing. That's the dude that had a fucking cane fight in Congress, isn't it?
Yeah, he did.
I hope
He did.
so.
He beat the crap out of somebody. He
Beat
was
a
like
man to
old.
death, right?
I don't know if it was to death.
It was another historical figure.
No, it was Hamilton. I know it's the same guy. I don't know if he beat the guy to death.
No, I know,
though.
but he beat another historical figure. Like
John
another no-name.
Hancock.
Was not John
He
Hancock.
beat John Hancock to death.
John Hancock did not die on the Congress floor
Yes,
from a
he did.
cane.
Yes, he did.
No, John
Look it
Han-
up.
No.
Yes, he did.
I'll look it up.
Look it up.
But I don't. You're gaslighting me.
No, it's true. You guys like cocaine?
Is that where this conversation came
I
from?
know- I
That's
know-
how this
Now it
conversation
makes more
That's
sense.
where the conversation started. Yeah.
I know a guy that likes cocaine.
I know. I also know a guy that likes cocaine. I also like Hellbender Vinyl out of Pittsburgh, PA.
They
They're
don't
one
like
of
cocaine.
They're one of America's most trusted custom vinyl record pressing plants. They're also PA's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plant. So if you are in the market to make your next album release something special, you don't need cocaine. You just need hellbendervinyl.com. They're hellbent on quality, hellbent on service. Hellbendervinyl.com. You
Like cocaine.
like cocaine.
Yeah, you like cocaine. You sounded pretty coked out there.
I'm a Pepsi guy, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm talking about cocaine.
You got to see the doctor for that.
Talking about the drug.
Dr.
that you-
Pepper.
You ever think about the fact that Dr. Pepper could be a woman?
Could be a woman.
Bet you never thought about that, you
Yeah,
misogynistic
you
bitch.
misogynistic sexist
My Dr.
asshole.
Pepper has always been a woman.
Yeah, I always sip
See?
feminine Dr. Pepper.
I knew you'd say that, Jules.
A cold Dr. Pepper hates to see me coming.
Yeah, I always sip feminine Dr. Pepper.
That's why I don't drink it.
You're
I have
lost.
too
You
much
hate
respect for
women?
women.
You're lost.
I have too much respect for women
I got my
to abuse them like that.
I have my doctorate
In thugonomics.
in pepper.
He's the pepper doctor.
Shane, I think you're on cocaine.
PhD in pepper.
So you guys know how like it's a thing to say like, oh, Coca-Cola used to be made with cocaine and it used to have cocaine in it, but
In
that was
voice, yeah.
that was back in the day, not now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
in
in
that
Styles
voice.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in
Back a
Styles.
little
Day.
before your time.
Yeah.
You might not remember this. A little before your time, but Coca-Cola came with cocaine in it.
So
It used to be called Coca-Cola back in your day, not Coke.
It's still called Coca-Cola.
No, not in your day.
What the fuck does that mean?
I think you gaslighted the gaslighter, Pidge. I think you did it.
Evan, I think you confused
I
yourself.
think you haywired his
No.
system. Keep going. Coke,
It's not
cocaine,
the same.
Coke. Which one is it?
Pepsi.
We've got him.
RC
finally got him.
Cola.
All right, his brain is tuckered out. Let me start talking.
Yeah, go
Coca-Cola
ahead.
was
I'm
produced.
tuckered.
Coke-
Tuckered and puckered.
Coca-Cola
That's what
produced.
the DS stands for.
He's not tuckered out. He's still going.
Damn, Shane. What the hell?
You're right. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Read the. Go ahead.
I can't read. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I promise.
Go ahead,
folks,
go ahead.
There'll be a segment here soon.
No, go ahead.
On God?
Yeah. No cap. All Riz.
For real? 100?
I'm the Jizzler, and you guys are gonna listen to me.
All right, go ahead.
Coca-Cola produces as much as $3 billion in pure cocaine every year and sells it to one of the world's largest opioid manufacturers in a secretive deal with the U.S. government that has recently been renewed.
That sounds like some kind of 4chan-ass conspiracy post. What
Sounds
you
the
just
truth.
said.
It sounds
It's
like
the
an
truth.
Immortal Technique song.
It's the truth.
Shout out to all my WSR folks that listen to the Technique.
Shout out to Mortal Technique.
Shout out Tech9.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're different.
So what do you got? How do you guys feel about that?
That's why I don't drink Coke.
Okay.
I can't support the
But
Coca-Cola
why do you do
companies
so much
sell-
cocaine?
Yeah, he
doesn't make
does. He does so
sense.
much cocaine, but then he doesn't support it.
You're always like, oh, I'm in the jaw, and then he snaps us, and he's doing cocaine.
Yeah.
Like,
It's always a photo
jaw
of him
is
shirtless.
just his own slang
He's
for I'm
doing-
doing cocaine.
He's doing coke off of his own chest. I know. I've seen it.
I am busty like that.
Yeah.
During
just
the
got-
ad break, the reason that he can do the ad reads
Off
so
his
fast is
huge
because
pecs.
during the ad breaks he does mass amounts of cocaine.
what you consider mass amounts,
Okay.
I call a Monday evening.
This is just another well situation. In my
What do you
eyes.
think I'm- what do
That's
you
why
think
he
I'm
goes to the
wishing
well
for?
so much. That's what he wishes for.
More cocaine.
Yes.
And here we are. Wishes coming true.
Yeah, recently redone contract with the government for Coca-Cola to produce cocaine.
Hey, well, first of all, Evan's the one that used to work for the government, not me.
I'm not the cocaine guy.
You were producing
I'm
it,
the
though.
bomb guy.
How's that going? How's the bomb business been lately?
It's
Booming? Has it been
it's
booming?
It's
Yeah.
been booming. I kind of bombed, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been bombing.
Did you know the cocaine guy?
Pitch is like, we lost the house. It's been bombing bad. The bomb business is tanking.
So I had to move.
It's all EMPs now. It's all I want.
I'm actually living in the desert off grid.
The market is so down. It's so down on the bomb
We can change that here.
stock.
We can invest.
You're going to invest on the bomb stock?
Dude, us investing in the bomb stock would be as beneficial as the government investing in the Coca-Cola stock.
Here
It's a
at,
lot of money. $3 billion, dude.
I like bombs.
I could be a bomb billionaire.
dude, Bob Bomb Tower from Super Mario 64. The first painting you jumped into, Bob Bomb
And
Tower.
I'm the one on coke. All right.
And in
yeah,
the Super
sure.
Mario movie, the Bub, what's his name? Babamba or whatever. What's the bomb? The big
That's
bomb's
Richie
name.
Valens, dude.
He died in
No
the
way.
movie. Yeah, dude, he's dead.
Really?
Yeah,
When was
I
that?
made him
When was that? When that happened?
in my factory. Super Mario movie, dude. In the end,
How long ago was that?
probably a couple years ago.
Are they doing okay, you think?
He's dead. You think his family's doing all right? I don't know.
I hope so.
My company's reached out to him.
Your company?
Yeah, the bomb company.
It's just called the Bomb Co.
Yeah, the Bomb Co. The Big Bomb Co. Pidge's Big Bomb Co.
His name is Cake Bob That's what his name is.
Listen,
He died,
He's
man.
dead. Hey, rest in peace. Shout out.
listen, guys. Cocaine.
Shout out to King Bob Bomb.
In memoriam. This episode of the
This segment was supposed to be about cocaine. Somehow I think the cocaine seeped through the screens and into our blood vessels.
That's that new cocaine.
Yeah,
That's
new-
why it's so dangerous.
New Coke.
New Coke.
They already tried that in the 80s. It didn't work out too well.
They
Hey.
tried a lot of that. in the
Hey,
80s.
government,
Yeah,
hear
they
me
did.
out, okay? With my bomb business and with your cocaine money, we can do
Dude.
something here.
Dude sounded like
we can
the
have
Cuban
Coke,
government.
We can have
I
Coke
like that.
bombs. Coke.
I like
bombs.
Coke flavored bombs.
Yeah.
It's like hot cocoa bombs, but it's just Coke.
Yeah.
No co.
And it's a real bomb. It's not hot cocoa. It's a bomb.
A ticking bomb.
This is why Tim Misney's not coming on this show.
yeah,
guys.
yeah. He watched the clip, listened to the rest of the episodes like,
You know,
no.
why are they talking about bombs for 30 minutes? Why are they
Oh,
talking about
God.
bombs and cocaine?
He was at the club.
We thought that we could go full 30 on Coca-Cola.
Haven't even started.
We're still
fucking
going.
started,
We're
dude.
still going. We're still fucking
Got
going.
about 10 minutes. Haven't even started.
So is this going over? It's going international, or is it in the United States? Both.
Hang
is it
on.
the same?
It's with the U.S. government, so I'm
Re-
assuming that it's just in the U.S.
Recap, because we talked about Bob Bomb for 30 minutes.
So Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
they still produce cocaine, and moreover, they produce about $3 billion worth of pure cocaine every year, and they sell it to the world's largest opioid manufacturer in a secretive deal with the U.S. government. And they've just renewed it recently.
Not so secretive anymore.
Do you think any
We got 'em.
cocaine
We
slips
found out.
into
We
the
got 'em.
Coke anymore?
Unsolved mystery.
Probably.
I feel like there's probably some cross-contamination, right?
So here, the flavor behind the
I mean, I had
iconic-
6 bottles before we started today.
Yeah, buddy. Feeling great. The flavor behind the iconic Coca-Cola drink relies on the coca leaves, the processing of which results in pure cocaine. The processing is done by a small chemical plant run by Stepan Company, which has an exclusive license to import coca
Steppenwolf.
leaves into the U.S. on behalf of the Mammoth Soft Drink Company. So it doesn't even say where. It didn't even say where the actual plant.
Because you'd go and get the cocaine.
Yeah, you would just go and get the cocaine.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's great. So the federal government is buying $3 billion, was it?
Yeah, $3 billion.
billion.
They're buying $3 billion worth of cocaine from Coca-Cola a year.
So the cocaine byproduct is then sold to the largest opioid manufacturer in the U.S. The name of it is Mallinckrodt. I don't know if I could pronounce it. Mallinckrodt. Malincrodict, something
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
Which markets it as a numbing agent and topical anesthetic for dentists.
So it's
I have heard that before.
So it's Novocaine,
Mm-hmm.
because there is cocaine in Novocaine. Well,
Yeah.
same extract essentially.
Yeah.
So Novocaine and lidocaine.
I love that song.
Wow.
Earlier this year, the Stepan Company successfully renewed its permission to import the otherwise illegal substance, maintaining its position as the only U.S. company permitted to do so. It remains unclear exactly how much cocoa the company imports, but in the 1980s, the New York Times reported that the amount had been over 500 metric tons every year.
Does that mean there is
Whoa.
one company in the U.S. responsible for all of the Novocaine?
Because
Because it's the
Yeah.
only one permitted to do this?
No. This is saying that there's only one company that's permitted to import coca leaves into the U.S., which
is
then-
It just
Coca-Cola.
which then-
happens to be the Coca-Cola parent company.
Yes.
Well, there's one
The
public company
Coca-Cola-
that's known.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola parent company owns this smaller manufacturing company
Right, that does that.
that manufactures, like, takes the coca leaves off of the coca tree and then imports it. I'm assuming they probably dry it or preserve it or something,
Sure.
and then they ship it over to Coca-Cola.
They
which-
remove the cocaine
Right.
and give them the cola.
No. I think
No.
they.
Give
I think they
them the
give them.
cola.
I think they give them the leaves, and then Coca-Cola separates the cocaine from the flavoring, in house.
Yeah.
Again,
And so Coca-Cola produces the cocaine.
Oh.
Yeah.
imagine going to school for botany for many years and you become a Coke dealer.
Head.
Coke head.
They all do.
They always
All
do.
those
That's what happens.
botanists.
All those
All those
botanists.
botanists.
Botanists know
always
how
do
to You know what?
cocaine.
We hate botanists over here on WSR.
Wow.
We hate
Name
them. We
one
hate
botanist.
You. Yeah, name one famous botanist. You can't.
I'm asking you to.
I'd
no,
like to.
I'm
I'd like
talking
to
to the listeners.
I'd like to say, as another member of WSR, I don't support Pidge's claim.
He does support.
I don't think
Pidge's
botanists have ever done anything wrong to me.
That's what I'm saying. I don't support Pidge's claim.
I think this
I
dude's just
fuck with
mad about
yeah.
Coca-Cola.
claim. The only botanists that I like are the ones that help me support my bomb company.
Mm.
So come to my bomb company and then I'll like you.
Pidge's Big Bomb Co.
Yeah.
Notable for
I
King
like
Bob
botanists.
Bomb in the Mario franchise.
Plants are cool. Plants are green and
You called them
Smell
those
good.
little green bastards at one point on the Pigeonhole?
I love them.
Plants? You called plants little green bastards?
They
Yeah,
are.
he did.
They
The
are just like how
fuck?
birds are little round fuckers. That's
That's-
what they are.
That's a generalization if I've ever heard one.
Sounds like someone who's on cocaine to me.
Yeah, a lot of
Misogynistic to birds, dude.
the-
I'm sorry. Okay.
The bomb cocaine.
Is it illegal? It can't be illegal to buy cocaine from, or it can't be illegal to buy cocaine. It can't be illegal to buy Coca-Cola from the era that they still had cocaine in it, right?
They don't
Like you
produce
could,
it.
I know they don't, but the bottles have to exist still. Like there's
You
people that have
probably-
unopened
You
Coke
probably
bottles.
could find it. You probably could find it.
So like, could a place sell that? Not like, a
No.
Walmart.
You're talking about like reverse engineer the recipe and
No. I'm talking about
Like an antique place.
yeah, like an antique store that has a
Yeah.
full bottle of Coke.
Yeah, 100%.
Could you legally buy that and drink
Yeah.
it
Yes to
to
all
get
that.
high?
I
To
mean,
get high.
sure,
Um,
you're really chasing a dragon there, but I'm because I'm assuming that falls under the category of like vintage market or like an
Sure.
antique, like
Well, it's weird because like you can't profit off Nazi
Yeah.
memorabilia or like,
Yeah.
Nazi things, but you can buy it at an antique store.
mhm.
It's like a weird thing like that. I think.
So I wonder if there's like a storefront commerce sort of deal in play that like antique stores have to sign something saying we legally know
Well,
that we are
there's-
selling this and we have the right to from the government. Blah blah blah.
I guess
The
it,
cocaine store.
Yeah.
a cocaine store, of course. I guess it falls under what the specific classifications you need to meet to be considered an antique.
Yeah, right.
Because you can buy like old medical cases, like doctor's bags and shit
Mhm,
that have
mhm.
syringes full of shit that is really illegal. You can like morphine in a
right,
fucking
right,
medical bag today.
right.
Or radioactive material, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy fucking Geiger counters and radioactive material.
But that's
Mhm.
but like none of that is illegal. So I assume that it's something
uranium
where
is.
like not like a Geiger counter or
Well,
like
but like certain levels of uranium you can still buy.
sure. But I'm saying like I would have to assume
Level 4.
that if you open an antique store, there's probably some kind of like federal contract that you have to sign or something with the U.S. government saying we understand that we might get in X, Y, and Z, and we only are permitted to sell them. Here's the contract.
I wonder what the cutoff is. Like, I'd be interested in talking to someone who, if that's a thing,
Mhm.
running an antique store, like, oh no, we legally cannot take this for sale. We
There's
cannot
probably-
sell this item
yeah.
because it has this in it.
There's
I
probably
could
some
see it
stuff.
as a display.
Yeah, there's
Like they
probably
have it.
some stuff, but I don't know about. And then like it's something too where it's probably a personal call on the owner.
Yeah.
Because you got to think they get all those donations in, and so they're.
Because you just might get in trouble.
Yeah, right. Like if it's something where it's like I could put this out and sell it for $50, or I could just leave it back here and not worry about potentially getting my business shut down. You know, like if it's a situation like that, they might just not put out.
Do you think it's a thing in the Coke instance? Do you think it's a thing that's just not worth the risk? Because like who is going to go out of their way to find an old Coke bottle to drink it just to get high on cocaine, where you could have just used that money and bought cocaine?
Oh, dude, I feel
Yeah.
like no, but people would do it just because they said they drank from. It definitely is
Well,
a novelty aspect.
It would be
It
like
would be more
a-
interesting to actually drink and get high off of cocaine from Coca-Cola.
Could you do that as a YouTuber video?
Maybe.
Could you be like, I drank Coke from 1936?
Yeah,
There's got to be some. out
I
there.
watched this guy called the LA Beast, and he
I feel like you're committing a crime.
he drank
That's
Crystal
incre-
Pepsi.
That doesn't have cocaine in it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like regardless, he drank an old soda.
No, but that's not my point. That's fine. I know you can do that. But can you do that with an old Coke because it has cocaine in it? Can you record yourself drinking Coke
Yeah.
that has cocaine in it and
Yes.
posting online because it's you doing
Yes.
drugs, essentially?
Yes, I would say
You're
yes.
doing an illegal substance
Yes,
on
100.
video.
Yeah, I'd say yes 100% because like no one's gonna care enough to be like this guy. You're not promoting drug use.
That's fair.
You're just drinking an antique beverage. You know, like it's not. It's a different form of content than like, hey kids, let's do Coke, and then you find a vintage Coca-Cola.
I love that show.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be fine. I think he'd probably get high.
You
but
think YouTube would take it down, though?
maybe?
Yeah,
I
probably.
feel like YouTube would probably take that down.
No, dude, I saw a video last night of some dude that hit 100 times straight out of the dab cart, just in one sitting.
Why are you watching that?
I'm just curious.
Just
And he did, and he was tweaking at the end of it. I mean, it's legal, like weed is
Yeah,
legal in
but
States,
cocaine's not legal.
Cocaine's not. But
I mean, you can definitely record yourself doing drugs and post it on the internet. That's
You
not.
can.
That's not. It might be illegal, but it's not like
It's just
taken down.
incriminating.
Yeah, it's not like taken down immediately. The police are at your door. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, for drugs, yeah, they don't. Really,
Right. I don't think like even a police officer would watch the video of you drinking the Coca-Cola and be like, "We gotta catch this guy."
I would. If I was on that DEA team,
Yeah,
I'd be like, "Oh, this guy's a fucking criminal."
we're catching
This
him.
guy's
We
so that
finally
you
got
so
him.
that you could have it. You're bringing. You're looking at it. You're like, boys, look what I just got.
We got
dude.
him. We found him.
We got it. We
This is my
got
guy.
This
This is my case.
Posting a drug bust on Instagram, just old bottles of Coke.
we gotta drink these. Now,
They're all
guys.
drinking though.
Sarge, you gotta drink this.
Could you bring it on an airplane?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so because you can't bring it through security.
Yeah.
Because there's Coke in it?
No,
Certain
because you
amount of
can't bring
liquid.
any liquid.
Yeah.
Through it.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of TSA.
They're
Challenge
a
your
bunch of-
local TSA agents.
They're a bunch of UBs. That's what they are.
Yeah, bunch of UVs. Us DSs over here. We know what's good.
Mhm.
We know the good cocaine, the vintage cocaine, straight from the Coca-Cola.
Straight from the plant.
Yeah.
At what point did
The
they
Coke
figure
plant.
out they were putting Coke and cocaine and say we can't do this anymore?
At
How-
what point did they figure out they're putting cocaine in Coke?
Yeah, sorry.
Probably like when they took it out.
That doesn't help me.
Probably right around the time when they took it out of the recipe.
Do you think it was like a big, like with society reformation? Like when they stopped selling morphine over the counter and shit like that? Do you think that was like a product of the same era?
I would imagine because of how
Yeah.
addictive that must have been.
Yeah, probably like, oh, they took the good shit out of Coke. It doesn't taste the same.
Regular
many people you think-
going on, like having withdrawals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I
Probably a
gotta
lot.
do real cocaine.
Yeah, right.
There's
That's probably a real thing.
Son of
that
a
happened.
gun.
There's a scene from Walk the Line. It's in one of the opening scenes, or it might be one of the closing scenes. But Johnny Cash holds up he's in Folsom Prison. He holds up a glass of water and it's yellow. And he goes up to the warden. And he goes, "You ever drink this yellow prison water?" And the warden's response is, "Oh no, I'm a Coca-Cola man." Every time I see that, I think of like people would like have brand supremacy to the max, and how much of that is because cocaine was in Coca-Cola and they didn't know.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like, "Damn, this is good. I need more of
Right.
this." That's a crazy
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
They weren't actually addicted to Coca-Cola. They
You know,
were
they were-
addicted to cocaine.
They were
were
addicted
tweaking.
to cocaine. Yeah.
They needed more because they had an addiction.
More.
More. Triple
Coke
H.
stopped
Yeah.
putting cocaine in their drink in 1903.
Oh.
Although the drink originally contained cocaine when it was first created in 1886, and then by 1929, the process to completely remove cocaine from Coca-Cola leaves was perfected.
Dude, so it took
Coke
like
leaves.
almost 50 years for
Is
them
it
to be like,
1929?
We
Yeah,
know how to do this
1929.
now.
yeah, yeah.
So about 20 26 years, from 1903 to 1929, is when they try to take all of it out.
And the crazy part is we're going through that right now with
But-
Red Dye 3.
But from 1886 to 1929, it was just in.
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
almost 50 years of
Yeah.
them having cocaine and coke.
Dude, let me tell you, it was
Multiple
better.
generations.
It was a lot better back then. I know it was a little before your time, but when
Yeah.
there was Coke and Coke still,
Yeah. and
That's
there's
what made
Coke
it.
and coke, yeah.
when Coke was in Coke, that's what made it a Coke, buddy.
That's crazy that they were drinking Coca-Cola in 1886.
It's crazy.
What else was happening around that time?
Let us know what was happening in 1886. 216-859-8699. If you were around in 1886, break out your cell phone right now and text 216-859-8699. Of course, that's the Rebel Hotline. Whereas for all of the shows right here on WSRR Radio, we're live every Monday at 5 p.m. for the Rebel Radio Show. It's live on Live 365, WSRRradio.com, us-radio.com, or anywhere you get a signal. You can go to synergymusicstudio.com as well and listen to WSRR. But we also have a whole bunch of other shows on WSRR Radio, like Shaney's Off Air at 3,
Brum, bum, bum.
The Pigeonhole at 4.
I finally did it.
You finally did it.
I did.
And, of course, the Rebel Radio Show at 5, along with the Morning Drive that kicks off at 8 a.m. We have music interviews. We have the Grab Bag with a variety of different hosts giving you some of the best local and independent music we have to offer. And, of course, Behind Enemy Lines, 10 a.m. weekdays, new episodes Mondays. That's the Cleveland-based sports show from Pittsburgh, hosted by Lucas and Dom. And, of course, 10 p.m. every weekday night, you get True Vault Escapades. That's the Fallout-based radio drama by Preston Harden and his crew. Expertly produced, and if you're a fan of the Fallout universe, you're going to be a fan of True Vault Escapades. So make sure you check all of that out for Showtime's events, happenings, and more. WSRRadio.com is, of course, the site to go to, where you can also find our awesome sponsors like Synergy Music Studio. If you're in the Chicago area and need something mixed, mastered, produced, recorded, or even remastered, hit up Synergy Music Studio. If you're not in the Chicago area, you can still take advantage of their reamping service and other production. Once again, SynergyMusicStudio.com. You can also go to GenericClothes.com and get yourself something absolutely swagged out to wear. You don't have to pay these big brand clothing companies hundreds of dollars to get a shirt that's the same as the one that you and I are wearing right now. Have a laugh at the big brand clothing companies' expense. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point at GenericClothes.com. And, of course, if you're an artist listening to WSRR Radio right now and you want to make your next album release something special, more than a bunch of ones and zeros floating around online, more than something that they can steal and throw on LimeWire, you need to go to hellbendervinyl.com. They're one of America's most trusted custom vinyl record pressing plants. They're also Pittsburgh's first and only custom vinyl record pressing plants. They are hellbent on quality, hellbent on service. hellbendervinyl.com. Don't forget to join us on the Discord as well, where you can talk about all the things, conspiracy theories, showtimes, and more. Until next time, I've been Radio's Rebel DJ Style. To my right, Shinny.
Bye, everyone.
On the board is Jules.
Bye.
To my left is the Pidge.
Peace out.
Peace.